In this story, things have changed in the multiverse. Vegeta has become the first person in history to master Primal Instinct. Even though he may not be more powerful than them, he can now be counted in the same tier as Zalama and even the Grand Priest. But what makes him even more dangerous is the fluid nature of his power. He has absolute control over all the primal forces of the multiverse, he could bend fabric of reality to his will, and he can't be influenced by Zeno or the Grand Priest either. A completely free individual with the power to hijack the multiverse. Sounds a little dangerous to me. The one and only King of the Shadows. Now, the previous part of What If Goku and Vegeta Wished Their Tails Back ended with Vegeta redirecting the primal instinct of the first god of destruction to Zykor and Kale's baby boy. Goku is the only one who feels kind of positive about this. Everybody else, especially Zykor, is at a loss for words. Why would you do that, Vegeta? Zykor says while getting flashbacks of the 1,000 years he spent in the realm of Void. As for the baby himself, Ceres was crying because of all the havoc that was going on and everybody making a fuss, but the moment he inherited the first destroyer's incomplete primal instinct, he stopped crying completely and entered a state of tranquility almost. The Grand Priest and Zalama have already excused themselves, but Thanatos was still here. Are you serious, Saiyan King? I've been around for billions of years, and yet I was never able to master the primal instinct. This could get really ugly, you know, Thanatos states. Relax. Didn't you just learn that one should never underestimate the Saiyans, Vegeta declares, and then he begins laughing. Kale was silently furious because, well, that is their child, and what kind of mother wants their newborn baby to inherit the most ridiculous power in existence that he might not even be able to control? She grabs him by the collar and threatens Vegeta. You take that back. Return Ceres back to normal now. Too late, it's already been done, Vegeta replies. And while Vegeta may be coming off as kind of a jackass right now, what no one else really realizes is that his whole perspective on existence has changed now. He understands and can foresee things that they just can't fathom. Zykor already had an incomplete primal instinct, and Kale is basically just a female Broly. Ceres is their son, plus he's been named after the goddess of violence. At this rate, the same things that happened to Zykor will happen to Ceres, but it'll be much worse. But now that Vegeta had bestowed the curse of primal instinct on Ceres, his mind and body would be forced into adapting to the change, and just like that, a new ruler of the multiverse has kind of been born. Of course, the plan isn't perfect, but this gives Ceres and the Saiyan race a fighting chance because the curse of primal instinct is inevitable. The rest of the night carries on with a slightly awkward tone to it, but Ceres' birthday party ends and the Universe 7 gang returns to Earth. Alright Vegeta, so tell me, how do I do it? How do I become Super Saiyan 5, Goku asks. No way, figure it out on your own, Vegeta replies. Broly was content for the time being. During the battle with Thanatos, he learned a very important life lesson. It's like, not everything needs a reaction. He learned to sit back and observe. While Gohan has come to realize that he isn't really built for something like Super Saiyan 5. It sounds way more risky than it's worth. Plus, is there really even a need to worry about enemies anymore considering how Vegeta is pretty much the literal king of the realms now? He excuses himself and actually goes on a trip to Palu with Pan and Videl. Everything that's happened recently has left him completely burnt out, and I get you. Then there was Trunks. He was in deep thought. Vegeta had been an absolute unit lately, but Trunks feels as though he's been giving Prince Sadala and Ceres more attention than him, and so, without saying anything out loud, Trunks vows to himself that he'll become strong enough that Vegeta actually starts acknowledging him again, and maybe even looks at him as a potential rival and not just his kid. For now, Trunks has set his goal on mastering Super Saiyan 4. He gets both Goten and Oob on the grind with him, and the three of them start training tirelessly. Then, after spending some time with their wives on Earth, both Goku and Vegeta return to planet Beerus. And remember, this entire journey started because Beerus told Goku and Vegeta to grow stronger on their own, to discover their true Saiyan potential. So tell us, Vegeta, how does it feel to master Primal Instinct? You must be many times stronger than both me and Lord Beerus by now, Whis asks. Beerus was visibly annoyed by this, but it's not like there's anything he could do about it. Vegeta spent the last 20 parts of this what if putting in work, and at this point, it's true. It actually seems pretty boring, you know? I won't be able to experience the same thrill of battle when I can just manipulate the rules of reality to my will, Vegeta replies. He actually looked oddly serious. Then there's Goku. He was nudging at Frieza, telling him to have a battle with Vegeta again. 9 months ago, Vegeta fought Ultra Ego Frieza with his newly awakened incomplete primal instinct, and he absolutely destroyed any kind of confidence Frieza had whatsoever. He actually gave him permanent anxiety from that. Ever since then, Frieza has been working as a full-time slave on planet Beerus. Finally, Vegeta had had his revenge, and he's now at the pinnacle of the multiverse. But where should he go from here on out? Who knew that the top would feel so empty, I guess? On their way here, he thought that he would love a friendly battle with Beerus and Whis, but what's the point? He'd probably win. It's like he can already imagine exactly how the fight is gonna play out. Vegeta kinda spaces out as he's envisioning all of that when he sees a silhouette of an unreasonably strong individual giving off the same kind of energy as him. There was no doubt about it. It was Carrie's, but it seemed like it was from years in the future somehow. This causes Vegeta to question his own intentions. Did he do all of this because deep down he wanted to fight Carries in the future? Is this situation similar to Goku's relationship with Oob kinda? Beerus notices his tense facial expressions and says, "Alright, let's do it." Do what? Vegeta asks. A battle. Come on, I'll humor you, Beerus replies. It may seem like Beerus was onto something, but not really. He just knows what it feels like to be that bored. And so, I guess it's about time Vegeta and Beerus face off again. Vegeta grins. He was ready. However, from the minute it began until it ends, the fight between Beerus and Super Saiyan 5 Vegeta lasts only 3 minutes. It took 3 minutes until Beerus finally realized that they can fight for all eternity, and he still won't be able to land a blow on Vegeta. As for Vegeta, deep inside of him, there was a part of him that wanted to pin Beerus' head down with his foot just like he did his father, but of course, Vegeta was mature enough to ignore those thoughts. The only reason he was able to rise to this level in the multiverse is because of his association with Beerus and Whis. No, wait. It strikes Vegeta. He'd been focusing on all the wrong things this whole time. It's not because of Beerus and Whis that he'd gotten so strong. It wasn't the primal instinct either. No. It's Kakarot. It's because he stuck around Goku that Vegeta was able to get so strong as well. Yeah, for the majority of his life, he couldn't surpass him, but now that he's done it, why is his mind acting like it's over? To begin with, why didn't he redirect Thanatos' primal instinct to Goku? Considering Goku's current mastery of this technique, he may have been able to figure it out almost immediately, but Vegeta didn't. Instead, he gave the power to a newborn baby. Realizing this, Vegeta just starts laughing. It's because he knows that even if no one else catches up to him, Kakarot will. He can master it all on his own. He doesn't need a primal instinct injection. As Vegeta is having all of these mental dilemmas, Goku succeeded in forcing Frieza to fight him. Frieza enters his Black Frieza form and then unleashes Ultra Ego again. Goku uses his Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker, but it seems the current Frieza has no faith left in his abilities. Even when Goku returns to base form, he can still somehow overpower Frieza. It was like they had broken his entire ego, and he was now just surrounded by people that wanted to use him as a punching bag. This is actually pretty painful to watch, Vegeta says. Hey Kakarot, quit wasting your time. We'll return with Lord Beerus by evening. Bulma is preparing a feast. Who would have ever thought that one day the mighty Frieza would be reduced to this, Beerus adds. Well, if you ask me, the reason he is like this now is because Vegeta used Primal Instinct in his fight against him. He probably messed up the balance of Frieza's psyche, Whis replies. No way I'm responsible for this pathetic situation, Vegeta says. His consciousness immediately travels to the Shadow Realm to examine the actions he took that time and realizes that he actually did attack Frieza's psyche. At that time, Vegeta was still unable to use Primal Instinct consciously, but now that he knows what he did, he actually decides to fix it. Vegeta returns Frieza's psyche to normal, but he makes sure that Frieza still keeps all of the memories of the recent events here. This ends up being even more painful for Frieza because he'd rather be burning in hell again than experience any of that. He falls to his knees and starts punching the ground in rage, but there isn't a thing he can say. He looks at Vegeta and everyone else with a death glare and then just takes off somewhere into space. Are you fine with just letting him go like that? He is your slave after all, Vegeta replies. No, I don't really care. I'm sure it'll be more interesting when he returns again anyway, Beerus replies. The four of them then return to Earth and enjoy a feast with the rest of their friends and family. However, Gohan was still on vacation with Videl and Pan. Everything is good, and that's about where the current arc ends, but trust me guys, the story is still going to continue. In the future, 16 years from now, the multiverse as we know it comes to an end. Everything ceases to exist. Everything except one person. Carries. Alright, now what? He says as he looks at the infinite nothingness around him. He knows it's his fault, but he doesn't even know how he did it. All he has now are his memories. In order to keep himself from taking his own life, Carries enters the world of his memories. He knows that something in the past triggered the end of the multiverse, but he can't quite pinpoint it. But after an entire year of revisiting his memories, Carries stumbles upon a scene where someone is carrying him while he was still an infant. Vegeta, Carries says. I have to go back and fix this. What exactly happened? How did the multiverse end? Is it really Carries' fault? And where were Goku and Vegeta when all of this happened? The current arc may be ending, but trust me guys, the end itself has only just begun. Goku and Vegeta are busy eating away right now when suddenly Vegeta asks him, so when are you planning on mastering Primal Instinct? I'm itching for a rematch, Kakarot. Unlike you, I'm in no rush, but just you wait, Vegeta. I'll surpass you again, Goku declares. And honestly, neither one of them had a doubt in their mind that that day would come. Hope all of you guys enjoyed chapter 20 of What If Goku and Vegeta Wish Their Tails Back. Be sure to leave a like on the video, and if you haven't already, definitely be sure to go back and check out the entire playlist, because this is probably my favorite project that I've ever worked on the channel. So definitely be sure to go and support that, guys. But anyways, have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.